All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Roso Invitational. My name is Nobi. I absolutely can't wait to keep going here. We switched out the casters again. What in the world is going on here? A new challenger has arrived. It's Delusional the Goat.
Woo! Yay!
How are you, Dealey? What have you thought of everything so far?
I really liked the last game of Corrode. I mean, I liked how back and forth it was. And I mean, we saw it on Haven as well. We knew these teams were going to be good, but now it's at a 1-1 score. So this could definitely go to all five, but I definitely want to see whoever's going to win this one to see what will happen. I mean, what way will it really go? And I mean, I don't have one. I mean, 13-9, 13-8, both very, very close games. But Corrode with Mask has been very, very dominant as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that one right there. Corrode, honestly, these maps were similar in scoreline, right? Crystal won
Mhm.
in 13-9 fashion. I talked about a really big point that I kind of want to see going forward in the rest of the series is whether Jokers will kind of remedy that big problem that I said they had back on Corrode. It's their momentum, right? Like how they tend to gain momentum early on and then lose steam later.
Yeah.
I think that really has been the story of these two games, right? Like they kind of had a solid lead to begin Corrode. They had a solid lead to begin Haven, and they lost that map, right? And so
Yeah.
it's honestly worked to their detriment thus far. I'm curious to see whether that will continue going forward, or whether we're going to see some sort of change here.
Yeah, and I mean, if we do see that change, it better be fast for either side. I mean, we want they I think these teams want to get in and win as fast as possible. And I mean, they've already played for 3 hours so far. So definitely getting a little bit tiring. But again, whoever wins this next map only needs one in order to end it here and be the Roso Invitational finalist winners. So that is definitely something that you want to be proud of and wear that with pride. So overall, I definitely think going into this next map, I do want to see this Lotus again. I mean, we've seen Lotus with both of these teams already, I'm pretty sure. We did see it with Mask against Misk, one of the first games that we saw, and they did very, very well, but it was so back and forth.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure it was OT. That was
100%.
our first game, it was OT.
Exactly, right? And so that's what it's been, right? These teams, all the teams in this tournament have been awesome. And so I absolutely can't wait to see how these two teams who are so closely matched, like I said, battle it out. It's 1-1. So let's get right into the action. We're just about ready to start up in Lotus, get right into our agent select. Absolutely can't wait to see what we've got here. Starting out, I mean, looks like we've got some interesting stuff. We're seeing Vipers being selected here. Pretty much Crystal already got their agents locked in.
Yep.
Everyone pretty much knows what they want to be doing.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure when we saw this map, we had drooling on that neon originally. So this is going to be interesting as well.
I
The
agree with
switch to
that much.
raise.
100%. I mean, like, look, Raze, honestly, I feel like I haven't seen a whole lot of Raze, right?
I
Like, and
love
and that's
Raze. People
interesting.
need to play
I'm
Raze
excited to
more.
see. Yeah, right. I miss Raze. I miss Raze.
I
The rest of the Raze
know.
meta, not really, but
Raze is still very, very strong in a sense that I mean, it just also depends on the comp. The main thing about this that we need to point out is these comps are what causes you to win the game. And I mean, if you run 5 duelists in this tournament, you can run it down if you want. But again, I don't know how much that'll work. It might be a little bit unfortunate, but getting right into this beautiful cinematic here.
oh yeah, look at Jack
Shout out
Eaton.
cinema. Shout out Jack.
We love Jack.
We love
Woo!
Jack. Woo!
Woo! Okay, anyway. Yeah, absolutely incredible stuff that I've seen thus far, and I can't wait to see how it continues here. But just about ready to get right into the action. Round one of the cards here. Joker's looking to start out over towards the C site. At least that's where the spike is at the moment. Let's see what we end up getting here. These players trying their best to just go ahead and creep up. Super Shy looking for something here. Is gonna get a few shots off onto Yogi. One kill found. Drooling looking to continue that reign of terror from last game. Honestly, Drooling has been a really good player
Yeah.
thus far.
I mean, we saw that yesterday as well. We saw that consistency. And the one thing that I want to point out right here is the fact of the patience here. Stream Sniper is already low, but Super Shy and Yogi might battle it out here. But the one thing, Super Shy kind of walked up onto B and waited and did not throw that body very early. So that is something that's really important, especially on the attack. So looking like we may go towards B, but it looks like a contemplation because I think they know that there's one right here, and Super Shy gonna jump through, try to bait it out, but silly little Femdom is gonna find Zangi on the other side.
And
30 seconds
this is why things are getting a little bit scary here, but Femdom manages to grab a kill there. Really interesting. Plant comes down and looking a little dangerous here.
I mean, overall, that Prowler is going to be sent out revealing some information, so they know they're both here. I mean, they both shot that gun, but Yogi gonna wait, but Femdom, be patient! And cannot. Cold will find it. Bully on the other side, looking for a little bit more. Cold still playing patient, but we've seen him do crazy things in this tournament. Abe also finding one. Yogi trying to find the spike, running out of time. It's a 2v2 now.
It's so low.
One enemy remaining.
That'll do it.
Yeah, and Puli will take it, which is very, very important. I mean, Mask on this attack, we've seen how deadly it can be on other maps. So looking at it on Lotus is very, very good to see. I mean, we saw Super Shy with that patience onto B, which I think caused a lot of success into this round. And overall, the clutch there from Puli.
Yeah. Look, I ultimately think the big thing with this round in particular is gonna be how aggressive Jokers are. They're always aggressive, right? I mean, like, look at this. I say that, and they instantly go towards the site. But this is sort of where the stack is for the most part, right? There's 3 players over here. So the real question is, do they commit to the site? Do they choose to go somewhere else? What do they choose to do?
And I think off that pick, I think they're going to try to execute. I mean, they know one is C, so they know they're going to fight into this. Maybe find 1 or 2, but Cold playing patient inside this door. Might cause a little bit of a trap here, but the Prowler is sent out for that extra information. Doesn't scan much, but Ave playing patient, jump spotting, seeing what they can find. But I think their best decision now is going to be, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
Oh, yeah. 100%. And I think the pivot here is certainly a good idea. There's really no players here immediately on the site to capitalize on any kills, to capitalize on the rotate. And even if there were, there's nothing they can really do, right?
Yeah, I mean, the patience here needs to be strong. But it looks like Joker will find one with the classic. Zangi finds the other. That is not good. Vandal in hand.
One enemy
these
remaining.
Players are just going down over and over and over again. There is absolutely no way that Crystal found a way to retake that site successfully. A thrifty round. And that's it.
Wow. Yeah, that is not good for the side of Jokers. I mean, it's very early in the game. They can bring it back, but that has to be a mental stopper there of why do we keep getting ecoed? What is happening? Right. And I feel like that has been a problem here with Mask. I've seen that in these tournaments. It's just, I think it's a bit of over-aggression. I mean, we see them pushing too deep into Waterfall there, causing those kills to be found. I mean, it's a double hold. You can't walk into that. So going to this next round, I do probably want to see a little bit more patience because now we look at the side of Jokers, like classic Sheriffs in hand, not much more you can do. Oh, Cold. Where are you? Oh.
That's no way. We don't like that. That's a little mean.
That is not nice.
That's a little mean. Yeah, but I mean, that's honestly something that the Odin is incredible. It's incredible, right? Especially on this map, and I think that's actually a pretty important point to make, right? It's just 100% like, especially in that specific choke, like when you're in tree like that, being able to spam and get a little bit of chip damage. Look at these players right now. They're literally all of them don't have full health. Femdom dies and everyone's below half health.
Oh no. I mean, and now we just need to play a little bit patient here, but exploring onto B can be deadly. Yogi with the Vandal from last round that they picked up a Yogi. Oh no.
Toxins going up.
Ooh.
That's scary.
Super Shy with a great shot, though. Has to jump up, trying to explore, maybe grab that Vandal, but 10 HP in hand can be deadly. And this swing can be detrimental, and Ave will find it.
Yeah, it's a little scary right now. Spike comes down and all of a sudden 3v3 situation. Stream Sniper grabs one, just literally little peek right there. Not afraid to try to go for these kills, and it's necessary right now because now all of a sudden they find themselves in a man advantage. 1v1. Jump comes out and gets another 1v1 situation now. The Seize is out. They're just holding that defuse, gets the half. They know it's half. They're just holding the spike. They anticipated. There's no way, but the spam comes through. Cold finds it with the Odin and has plenty of time to grab that defuse. And Crystal take the lead early in the game here.
And yeah, Crystal winning that last round definitely threw Mask off. I mean, they didn't have the best guns there. And I mean, looking at that, that's definitely something that you need to point out. I mean, now it's the 4th round, so guns will be a little bit more even. And overall, definitely going to be exciting to see. I mean, we see these ults building up. I mean, Super Shy with these amazing kills with the Sheriff.
I mean, look, I think this is ultimately a situation where now these players need to go ahead. Oh, that's scary too. I was going to say, these players need to just try their best to make sure that the sight hits are coordinated, right? They're kind of focusing their hits the right way. The initiators need to be using their utility, get that info early as to who's on the site, and then just play from there. Just play like as disciplined Valorant as possible. You've got 3 players here, and that hole in the smoke could prove to be devastating for either Ave or the person on the other side of it. Both players know that there is a hole in it, so.
Yeah, the Prowler sends out 2 for that extra information, but doesn't really spot much. Doesn't attack. It just kind of looks at him and just waves. But overall, this Odin in here is there's no Colts here. They have this information. But I understand why they're not pushing just yet. They could break this door, try to confuse them, but Xeno, very, very close, though.
Yeah. 100%, and these players are just kind of sitting here watching. They're playing it patient. Very well played on Crystal's part thus far.
30 seconds left.
Really all you can do in this scenario. I mean, opening door, trying to find one, but causing that bait so we can rotate C perfectly. But I think there needs to be a little bit more util to sell the fake. But Zangy on the other side.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Yeah, I mean, very, very impressive.
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
There we go. Spike gets planted finally.
Face your fear!
Paint shell sent out as well. Gonna take a little bit damage. Street Stepper going to fight that immediately and find one. And oh my gosh, the paint shell back and forth. Ruling will find him now. Palui kind of waiting on the other side. Marked as well. Double nightfalls. Now looking into this, they have to push as soon as possible, but that decay is hitting. I don't think they know the tap is there. The spam!
Oh no, yeah, they have no idea half of the spike, but the question is, are they gonna have enough time? I don't think so personally, but the spam comes out and they're holding it, but they can't get it! Is there no time? There absolutely is! They grabbed the defuse by 0.83 seconds, D-Lu. Incredible play from Drooling. They held the spike, trusted in the team. I mean, they did everything that they needed to right there.
Yeah. And I mean, that's something that you need. I mean, you need to be able to take those retakes and you need to be able to stay confident. I mean, we saw Zangy in that weird situation in a 1v3, still got one, but overall, definitely very, very great to win these rounds. And I mean, we saw how strong Crystal can be as well as Jokers here, and we've seen the true dominance from both teams. So this BO5 definitely going to be strong. But one thing I need to point out is the fact that we have both of those ults on the board. We have the From the Shadows, so we might see something a little bit crazy, as well as the showstopper there from Raze. So definitely going to be exciting to see. But B, when we look at B, we need to stay a little bit patient. I mean, this is hard. I mean, we can explore B, we could try to go through, but this damage can be insane. And especially this Odin from Cold can be very, very scary. So I think the best thing that they can do on the defense is keep playing those retakes, but not only depend on your retake. You need to be able to attack as well. And I mean, overall, we do see the attack from Jokers always being strong, but the defense right now is just deadly from the side of Crystal. And it's just something that you can't really do. So overall, we do have a little bit of a tech pause. So I'm gonna ask you guys, how's your day? How's everybody doing? Tell me in chat. Tell me in chat. Just I hope everybody's having a good day, you know. I'm feeling a little bit better for my throat yesterday. I know you guys heard me like dying and being miserable, but I'm okay now. And that is good. So, yeah. So I hope you guys are having a great day. It's been really, really great to be here with you guys. And we again appreciate you guys all for being here. And again, thank you so much for stopping in to the Roso Invitational. And I mean, this is just getting started here. We are just getting started. And I mean, it's 1-1. This is anybody's game. And we're about to go right back into the match. And it looks like we might go towards C, which I do like from Jokers. But Sangi might get caught off guard. I mean, I don't think they expect 5 to be here.
I agree there. I mean, I'm not sure if they expect that at all. I mean, look at the spread here. Like, and honestly, from the side of Crystal, I think they've done incredibly well thus far to make sure that they're in a spot where they can kind of just play around like areas like Mound and make sure they're safe. But that showstopper may put a wrench in that.
But yeah, as I said, those from the shadows should be popped here for that easy rotation for the defense. And I mean, they're already getting that spike down and planted. The defense is kind of waiting, but one thing that I want to see is they want a little bit more sight hold, but Abe says, defense, stop talking. I'm gonna sit out of paranoia. Stream Sniper finds one, Vicky finds another. Drooling, falling as well, and now it's just everybody's game. It's a 3v3. Cold is on the site with an Odin, and oh my god, is he cold. Now Cooley finding one, looking for more, but the Odin spam can't do much more. And
so much utility.
No, there's so much utility, and that is what makes Crystal so strong.
100%. That much I agree with right there. I mean, like, that you've got to give credit where credit's due, right?
Yes, I was drinking water.
Nope. No, you're good.
Delusional needed a water break.
Glug, glug. Glug, glug. I'm about to do the same thing. Glug, glug.
Oh, we just,
so there we go.
We just had a tech pause for like a minute, please.
Come on. Okay, attack timeout. All right, this isn't VCT. The coaches can talk to the players while they're like in a tech timeout. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Jokers do decide to pause though. A little bit of a timeout just to see how things end up going, just to kind of reset, make sure they can kind of fix things up a little bit. And I mean, ultimately, what do you think they have to do to in their approach to find some success on this half? Or water, probably. Hold up, wait. Water break again.
Sorry,
lock in.
Sorry, guys, I'm really sick.
It's okay. No, it's okay.
Guys, earlier we'll give you a little bit of Delu lore. So I had to go earlier to urgent care, right? Because I have strep and I'm dying. But luckily Sam is a G. So everybody shout out Sam in the chat. We love Sam. And he stepped in for me for a couple of games. But I'm too hyped and I gotta stop yelling. I mean, I both of these teams are awesome.
All right, you just can't help it.
It's just hype.
You just can't help it. Absolutely. I mean, ultimately, I do think though that this is getting a little bit dangerous from the side of Jokers. Also, just because of the fact that they're in a situation where
guys,
they're the ones
cams.
on the attack. Oh my god, they're up. The cameras are up. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. They're up. Look at oh my god, Zangi's locked in. Oh my, and we can see how locked in he is finally. There he goes. Grabs 2 right away on C Mound. That was incredible. Very, very well played. And now all of a sudden, off the back of that timeout, that's not the start that Jokers wanted. They find themselves in a 5v2 situation.
Yeah,
Retrieving flash.
Doing so strong and holding there. We did see that, and I mean, he's gonna look at that later and just hear us geeking about the camera. Sorry, Sangi, but what great kills there. What great defense, and one thing about the Vi's util that is so strong, especially with Zangi here, is so powerful. And I mean, the spam through trying to see what else they can find, and it looks like Yogi's cam isn't working.
Yeah, Yogi, I'm not sure what's going on with Yogi's cam. I think Yogi's cam went black for a minute. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yogi, fix it.
Fix your
enemy
cam.
30 seconds
I'm
left.
joking. It's all good. Drooling finds Zeno, so now that's going to bring it to a 5v1 situation. This would have to be insane, and it's not going to happen. Yogi finds that last kill. That's the round all done and said and spoken for.
Oh, I saw Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear sighting. But
Bear!
oh, Bear!
Bear!
But overall, going into this next round, as you said, Mask, that is not the back of the timeout that you wanted. You wanted to be able to catch that next round, but Crystal is going to take it right there and kind of just go. And I mean, we see this Mask winning the pistol, but Crystal winning 4 rounds after that. We see Cold 7-0 and just really a lot of damage here from the side of Crystal. I mean, the util is just so strong.
Toxins going up.
That much I agree with here, and they're just gonna have to try to solidify their pushes here a little bit more. Just make kind of I get the feeling as though maybe because of the deficit that they're getting a little bit indecisive. You can like kind of see where the spread is. The spike is down. They're playing a little bit more defaulty. But look at this push over here over in B. These players have no idea what's going on. Drooling finds the kill with the showstopper onto Super Shy. That's a great start once again from Crystal.
Yeah, and I mean, this is the thing. Those first bloods are so strong from Crystal. Zeno spraying through trying to find one, but the TP out was great from Ave.
100%. I mean, this is looking rough.
The eyes sent out. Didn't find much. Overall, spam through. No, Zeno. Okay. Ziggy found one. Oh, God.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it's
That Odin
terrifying.
is scaring me.
There.
This is terrifying. And these players are just, at this point, just trying to play as patient as possible. They're not
30
overpeaking.
seconds left.
They're not, like, doing anything too much. I
Face
say that
your
as Zeno
fear!
actually finds Cold over in B. They're just going to try to do something here. But look at the positioning. I don't think they're going to clear this left corner at all. The trigger discipline from Drooling is incredible. One found. The
remaining.
dead coming out gets another. And another one found. Yogi cleans it up. There. And I mean, this is just pure domination right now from the side of Crystal.
Yeah, and I mean, this is what they want. They wanted to be able to win those rounds. And I think they've done so great. They're probably a little bit upset about that loss on Corrode. So definitely turning up and doing what they can. And I mean, overall, this is so great to see here from these players. I mean, we want them to be able to play aggressive. We want them to be able to win these rounds. We see Zeno playing aim tracking. He's playing right in the middle of the game.
He's like me for real. He's like me for real. That's what I'd be doing every single time I play the game. I can't help it. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Bring them
Let's
down.
see what we get here. Prowler looking to get some information. They actually do get it. So he right away finding the player. Stream Sniper getting taken out without a chance for a trade. But I say that as Super Shy just peeks out and decides to literally just one tap someone in the face with a sheriff. Insane stuff.
There.
But yeah, this is definitely insane stuff here, especially from Crystal. I mean, and also Super Shy with those shots with the sheriff. I mean, have been so strong, and I think they're gonna read that rotate here. They're reading it very well here from the side of Crystal. The Prowler is not gonna spot out Xena, but maybe we'll be able to help a bit more.
Toxin screen down.
Very true. Let's see what we got here. And there we go. So taunt getting thrown again. It's really just looking for information here and there. Does Cold know that they've walked all the way into the A site though? I don't think they do at all. They have no idea the timing over on the site, and now all of a sudden, Jokers have got complete and total access to A, and the pit comes down to Zhangyi with one,
Spike
and
planted.
there's still plenty of work left to do to equalize here and really just get that spike diffused.
And I mean, gonna have to walk through this pit. And overall, the health is gonna be so low. Even a tap of that spike will be deadly for Zhangyi. And
One enemy remaining.
Prowler is gonna spot him
that's
out. And
down.
oh no, Zeno. That is terrible. That is not nice.
Crispy.
And overall, Super Shy spraying through as well, getting that kill.
My God, I mean, look, honestly, that's exactly what Mask needed. Like, they 100% needed that in order to actually, you know, get something on the board, right? Some sort of momentum, and even from a mental perspective, right? Make sure that Yeah, like if the other team is stringing rounds in a row over and over and over again, and it just seems like there's no way out of it, it honestly gets really, really overwhelming. So, yeah, it's really good for them to be able to get that round, and it's 6-2. If Jokers are able to actually start getting some momentum here, we can end up getting into a situation where we can have a 6-6, dude. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, and I mean, I just don't know. That would be insane to go back into overtime on this map again for the side of Jokers, but overall, looking at this, I mean, we see the patience here. Super Shy, kind of waiting, has been exploring B a lot here.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, look, I will
Yogi's
say
cam.
right now, yo, rip Yogi, dude. Rip Yogi. I know Yogi wanted the cam to pop up, but I'm pretty sure bro's cam is just cooked. Steel Garden, though, getting popped. It's going to pretty much allow Jokers to get right into the C site. But the real question is, this is going to be a 5v5 retake for Crystal. So this is going to be a lot easier than, you know, like you would normally see.
And I mean, very strong. Steel Garden popped as well. Zangy trying to fight as much as humanly possible on the site. Snakebite sent out as well, and now it's just going crazy on the site. Really fighting one. Stream Sniper as well. Cold spraying through. It's something about Cold. When he gets on the site, it freezes. And now, but I guess Mask had something to say.
Yeah, very true. Mask did have something to say about that, and I talked about the possibility of tying up the score. It is definitely very much possible. Here we go.
And
Next.
overall, yeah, I was gonna say, like, we see these ults building up, and just overall, it's just really, really crazy to see. I mean, these ults helping Mask as well, and I mean, they should have a couple pretty soon. This aggression here, though, Yogi finding one immediately. That is something Crystal wants. That's the start that they want. Zangy switching up sites, going A.
True, and the question here is whether or not these players can go ahead and stabilize here. Looks like that's kind of being the case right now.
Toxin screen down.
Right, they're able to get that spike down. Okay, we won't talk about it.
Spike
We
planted.
won't talk about it.
Take them!
Yeah, I mean, Nightmare taking them. It was
Oh,
that
no!
that hits nobody?
There's no way that's a Rosa right now. But now
Last
all of a
player
sudden things have
standing.
kind of changed. But Zeno and Stream Sniper clean it up. They say we are not going down without a fight, and they certainly did not.
And yeah, I mean, Mask still bringing up these numbers again, but Crystal can't let it run away like it did in Corrode. So there's definitely something that needs to be slowed down here. We need to do a little bit more stall. I like how we moved the Vice to A, but who is going to cover C like a Vice?
No more theory.
I don't know.
Look, I was gonna say these Sentinels, right, are they're honestly, I feel like Vice 100% is the Sentinel to play on this map. So I'm actually kind of happy to see both of them here. But I think the big thing is where the Sentinels actually place. I think flipping them around on a 3-site map like this is actually really important. I kind of talked about this yesterday, but I'm a really big fan of the B wall setup. This could be dangerous though. Look at this. Oh my god. They're just converging on all these players on Crystal. They're just gonna have to back off because they're on an eco now. Zeno hitting the headshot spam with the Odin.
Yeah, now it's just on the C-side alone, but oh, and even the Boombot is gonna spot them out in just the spam from the Odin. Oh gosh.
Insane.
And now they're on an eco. There's not much more they can do. The site is now all Jokers for the
Spike
taking.
planted.
Spike goes down. And now it is a 2v5 and a mountain to
Last
climb
player
for
standing.
Crystal. Never mind.
Flawless.
Never mind.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. I mean, the tables have turned, you. It is 6-5.
Last round in the
Literally,
half.
what I said
Can't
came
take
to
anything with us
fruition.
after this.
They've gotten
Go
4
for
in a
broke.
row now.
And I mean, that's the thing. We talked about how fast these rounds can switch up. And I mean, Roso's winning 6 in a row now. Mask bringing it back with 4 in a row. Let's see if those ties have turned perfectly for Mask. But overall, if it's 7-5 and Roso gets this next one, it's still very, very close.
True. I mean, look, 6-6 half is gonna be like, that's the perfect storyline, Delu. Like, you cannot make it up, right? Getting 6 in a row. Actually, wait a minute. So, wait, where have I seen this before? 6-0 up. The team
There.
stabilizes to bring
There.
it back on the 3
Wall
side.
trick.
I'm getting a little PTSD. I'm getting a little PTSD.
Yeah, don't get me started.
I'm getting a little PTSD. I'm sorry. It's still fresh in my mind. Anyway.
With the spam from Cold, but the actual reverse spam from Bluey. Now,
Oh no, Zangy, what? No way you got that spam through the wall.
your
The
fear!
defender right now of the A site. In a world of pain right now. The Nightfall comes out. They're just gonna have to back off, try to play their life as much as possible. But the thing is, Zeno is pushing up here. Are they aware of it? Yes, they are, but it doesn't matter. Zeno still gets one. All these players are just chilling over here. Light comes down, gets 3 before finally falling. And now it's a 2v2 situation. Showstopper comes out,
remaining.
gets 1.
Last
Last
player
player's under heaven. Can they get it? Drooling finds it. 3 on the round. Is gonna grab that defuse.
and Drooling did
Has
a fist
done
bump
excellent.
through the screen right there.
Right?
That's
Fist
what
bump.
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
fist bump
Fist
on
bump,
land.
yeah, Drooling, yeah. But that was definitely a great round
Switching
for them
sides.
to win. And
Out
I
of
mean,
charges.
Rosa Crystal trying to keep it together. And I mean, now they're on the attack, and that's something that I really like about Crystal. Their attack is very, very strong.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Look, I mean, ultimately, I think the big thing here is these players' ability to kind of just have a super strong mental, right? It's been so strong. Like, look, I feel like most people, if you're playing Valorant and you're down like 6-1 or something crazy like that, you're kind of already mentally checked out. Maybe it's because of the stakes. This is a grand final and it's a best of 5, right? And it's tied 1-1. So like, I feel like these players are a little more inclined to think that, you know, they can bring it back no matter what. And I think that's actually a really cool dynamic to think about. And the prize too, right? Like that's also a part of it.
Yeah. And I mean, overall, it's just pissed around. It can go whichever way possible. And we'll hope that it's in the side of Mass, so hopefully it can be tied up. But also, I want it in the round of Crystal. I mean, I want them to have a dominant win so they can go into this next round with a little bit more confidence.
True. A little bit
Poison's off.
afraid of what's going on here. This C hit is a little bit nerve-wracking. Are they gonna get that kill? No, they're not. Abe somehow gets that. What in the world?
I love that skin. Sorry. That was like very off topic, but I love that skin. I want Yogi's camera to work. I'm about to go into Yogi's room and
that's
rip
what I'm
the
saying.
camera out.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
put-
Yogi, lock in.
Yogi! I don't even
Alright.
think it's his fault. It might be our fault. But we as production don't blame anything on ourselves, guys. It's
absolutely
never our
not.
fault.
Absolutely
It's never
not.
our fault. It's never our fault.
No, not in a million
30
years. But the other players' cams work fine, so I don't know. Very weird. Yogi, lock in, buddy.
I think we might just have him reconnected after this. He was excited, and I feel bad.
Oh, I feel bad. Oh, that's poor Yogi. It's all
Okay,
good,
Drew.
gang. Whoa. Alrighty there. Oh, wait.
Oh,
With the
Drew,
satchel. No! He satcheled the wall and drop. That's so unfortunate. At 3v1 now. What more can be done? Not much, apparently, as Crystal locks themselves in. 8-5
Again.
the score.
Their fear is a trap, and the trap is fresh.
Yeah, and I mean, overall, that's definitely something that you want to see there from Rosa Crystal. I mean, they want to keep this dominant gameplay going, and I mean, they have just been showing it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I really do ultimately feel like they are the ones who have had better ideas throughout this map. They've switched things up in general too. Like, I mean, I think we can, and that's something we generally always see, I feel like, from Crystal, is their willingness to kind of change up ideas. Even when things working, they are really inclined to just go ahead and say, all right, you know what? Even though X is working, let's also switch it up before they adapt. And I feel like that's actually, that's a hallmark of a great team. So, you know, very well played thus far from them.
And despite being planted now, And it looks like we're gonna play a little bit more patient here. I mean, Rosa Crystal does have the advantage here with the guns in hand, but I mean, a Sheriff can be deadly, and it looks like the little Femdom is gonna swing the trolling. Oh my god!
Out of
I mean, look, they go right into that site, and of course that's a round we expect them to dominate in. But I mean, that was great, and they're continuing on their warpath here.
Yeah. And I mean, that's something crazy. I mean, Rosa Crystal, with that unfortunate loss onto Roso, we saw it so strong yesterday, is definitely not something that they want. But I mean, Lotus is strong, and Lotus will be. And something about Crystal and their 3 sites. I mean, they won Haven first, now looking to win Lotus as much as possible. So we can definitely hope that they continue this reign of terror.
Mark 1.
And they do.
Yep. Seems like it.
What is happening? Whoa! Did you see that?
What? See, this is the moment where I wish I had a replay. What in the world? All right. Alrighty. I have no idea. But I mean,
there
look.
Was a blast pack on the gun, and okay.
All right. You know what? Valorant moment, right?
Oh my goodness. I can't.
Absolutely insane stuff. And now things just start to slow down a little bit more. These players just creeping up towards A, but that's the thing. Like, Jokers are pretty much all showing presence towards the A site. So honestly, and that's even without info. The Viper wall is still up. So they might have spotted out players initially, but I don't think they're aware of the fact that there's still players here. They actually spot out 1 gun barrel though. 4 bound, and Zeno manages to grab that kill. Zangy though, on point and ready. Razorvine are there, and Super Saiyan Palui are there to clean it up as well. And Jokers claim their round. Honestly, I would have loved to see a rotation there, 100%. I feel like they spent a lot of time over in A, maybe a little bit too much time, to the point where, honestly, Jokers were kind of in a position where they felt like they could kind of just chill there. So Jokers are going to take their time out after a round that they won, which is quite interesting. So, I mean, you know, you've got to question, hey, is the timeout as necessary as you normally think? Not sure. But, I mean, look, like, I think these players overall have just got to say, hey, like, this is still a totally winnable game. We're only down by 3. You know, we can totally get this. And I think with that kind of mindset, this is totally doable.
Yeah, and I mean, no matter what, it is completely doable for them, and as well, it's completely doable for Crystal. I mean, they only lost 2 rounds there, so it's not impossible to keep winning them and possible to put it in a different perspective. But I mean, overall, if they get this more momentum from the side of Mask, I don't think they'll be stopped. And that is one thing that I want to mention about Jokers, is when they get that rhythm going, they do not stop. And I mean, as the same as Crystal, and I think these 2 teams have been matched up perfectly for a VO5 Grand Finals here at the Roso Invitational.
Oh yeah, they are 100% locked in, and that's like literally they are probably as evenly matched as it gets. I think every map has been competitive. We haven't seen situations where, you know, one team has been like absolutely dominant. We've seen a lot of momentum from teams, but pretty much every single time the other side has gone and come back in some sort of way to make it a competitive game. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see. I absolutely can't wait. What in the world did I just see over on B? Wow. All right, well, impressive there. 1 kill found. Zeno gonna grab those kills. And here we go. Palui also on B, and it's a 3v3 situation now. This is actually a pretty good pivot. Gold fakes the Nightfall out and is making it seem like it's a C hit. Oh, they pulled rotates. What a smart play. All the players on Jokers have already rotated pretty much, and now they've just realized it's a ruse, it's a fake. And they've got complete access to A. It's all done. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that right there is impressive. I absolutely can't believe that. What a call to do that, right? To use such an important ult, right? Like the Nightfall and pretty much all the Fade utility. That was all it took, and it prompted all 3 players to rotate. Insane stuff. Femdom looking to kind of stabilize here, looking to get this kill, sitting at 29 HP, and it will not happen. Yogi grabs the kill. 3v1 situation now here, though, and time is ticking away. There's virtually nothing left to be done, and that is going to do it. Crystal, go ahead and grab themselves another round.
I hear them scurrying.
So impressive on their part. Look, I mean, ultimately, I really do think that the pace that Crystal's been in has been awesome, right? Like they'll kind of show a lot of early presence on one side of the map, slow it down, and then either, you know, maybe rotate to the next site, not necessarily across the map always. Maybe they'll go from A to B, but they'll show a lot of presence and cut noise and re-hit. That seems to happen a lot. In that round, they did the same thing, except they just did that really, really smart play with the fade. Zangy catching 2 players on the lineup there. Insane stuff.
I mean, yeah,
Placing
that
wall
is
trap.
crazy. And in the wall. Oh, uh-oh.
Oh my! Femdom.
Okay. My bad. I won't talk about the wall ever again. I'll stop getting distracted. Thank you. But it looks like going A will be the best decision. But I mean, Zeno is right here. But the Sheriff in hand has been deadly. That's the problem here. It's like, there's never a disadvantage.
Zeno!
He's clipping it. Hold on.
Hold on. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, he clicked F8. He clicked F8.
That was clean.
Locked in on the metal there. Don't worry. Don't you worry. There's clips on stream. We are live, buddy. It's all good. Don't you worry, sir.
And I promise we were glazing.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my, Zeno.
Spike down.
Stop it. You've got to beware. There's a player creeping around backside, and Abe takes them out. But then, oh my God, all those Sheriff kills may have been in vain. Crystal looking to come up with it here, and you may have forgot the spike, buddy. Sure. Yeah. Here we go. And now, all of a sudden, Femdom is the last one to stand against Ave, and it might be a little bit rough here. Actually goes tree, but didn't plant the spike for tree necessarily. Sort of did, but no, it definitely could have been planted a little bit better.
That they can have an easier wide swing out, and I mean, Paranoia and hand of Femdom still possible.
Very exactly right, and there's so much util available here. It's basically the same amount of util. Right? Paranoia is gonna come out. And oh my God. Wait, no, we're not serious right now. We're not serious. Femdom gets the kill. And Ave honestly just sat there like a sitting duck. They got Paranoia, but they could have countered it 100%. They had so much util available, Bilu.
I mean, that's the thing. Maybe they've been playing for a little bit too long and kind of forgot. But I mean, I've done the same thing.
100%.
And you know, it happens to the best of us.
Very,
I
very
forget
true.
I have utility. I think I'm back on Counter-Strike. But, you know, But overall,
No,
it's
it's so
definitely
valid.
been an interesting game to see for so far. And we just got messages from Femdom in the chat. They've been on the wrong sense all day.
Oh nah. Wait, Femdom's pulling a 10s right now. Hold on.
This is unbelievable.
Is that
Femdom.
10s?
We have to lock in at one point.
Game? No
What the-
way. Super side. Just swinging out the smoke completely dry. Gets one, but gets instantly traded, and Zeno's just going to have to fall off there. Might even look to either re-aggress or just use the pit. Real question. Are they really... Is it necessary? I'm not really sure here. Fowler's going to come out, get some info. It's going to spot out some players. And these players are actually going to... You know, it's going to prompt some rotation. So now the spread from the side of Jokers, there's 2C, 1B, 1A. So the real question is, hey, like, does Crystal go ahead and rotate? Doesn't look like it's going to happen, though. Showstopper is out and grabs the kill onto Zeno. They've got access to the site, but Palui's looking to get the trades to equalize, and that's exactly what he does.
And I mean, that's the most important thing here. We need to keep those trades. We need to keep that advantage. But overall, the spike is now planted. Now it's really anybody's game, but this hold needs to be so strong to beat the retake here from Max.
Paranoia comes out, and oh no! Wait, Femdom pulled out the shorty.
Last
And it was
player
so
standing.
unfortunate. Drooling finds more, and now everything has seemed to fall apart for Jokers. It's a 3v1 situation. Drooling catching the last kill and the previous 3 to 4K on the round to bring Crystal to 11.
Out of
and
charges.
It's looking real dire right now for Jokers at the moment, Dila.
Yeah. And I mean, overall, Joker's definitely putting in that work, but overall, this has just been, these 3-side maps are so strong from Crystal, and that is one thing that I pointed out earlier, and I'll say it again, and now it's just crazy. But overall, I told you, their attack is nothing to doubt.
Hopefully things end up going a little bit more back and forth. I want to see something close here, Dila. I want to see this the real, I guess, the longer aspect of the best of 5, right? I want to see these two teams get close, right? They've got some ults on the side of Jokers. We see the Steel Garden available. We see the Pit available. So there are ults, some pretty high value ults at that. That we could end up seeing in a little bit for this retake here over on C. We know that Steel Garden is actually it presents a lot of value. So, but that Pit does get used. Pretty much gonna allow these players to do their thing. Xeno finds one. Trade is there. That spike goes down. And these sheriffs are insane in the hands of these players and never quite count them out. Steel Garden getting used. Doesn't really catch a whole lot, but one player found. Super Shy grabbing one. 8 finding out with the 40. Can't do anything at all. And the retake is successful from Jokers. They find themselves a lifeline. 11 to 8.
Gun here.
And now it's getting even closer, and it's just getting more and more aggressive from both of the teams here. And that's what I'm saying. It's just been back and forth, and we wanted it to be back and forth, but overall, it just seems to be a little bit more to one side. But overall, there's the Bears! Oh!
Bear!
What are they worshiping the flower?
I think so. The lotus flower, honestly, is pretty fire, though, you know?
Are they singing in a song?
Yeah. Om nom nom nom.
Yo.
Flower. I don't know, bro. I have no idea. What is that? These guys are singing a different tune right now. What in the world is going on? Femdom. Finally, I don't know how that stabilized, but we saw a real ambitious TP over there from A. That was insane.
It was our song.
They really were singing a different tune, Dilu.
They were. That was kind of hard. I won't lie to them.
I mean, surely they were singing Golden, right?
Okay, yeah, we're not doing this today.
No, okay, we'll stop today.
Surely they're feeling a little bit free.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, you know. Hopefully they get it done.
And you know, it's really just been a dominant takedown here from Crystal.
Yeah, but I mean, look, I'll say this right now. Crystal's looking a little free right now with the way they're standing in tree like this. I mean, this is a little insane.
Yeah, and I mean, it seems like the tree has become your idol.
Oh, yeah, their idol, yeah, for sure, 100%.
30 seconds left.
I mean, they're clearly.
Sorry, this is what we do when we're defaulting, guys.
Can we
go?
Clearly,
can we go?
Hold on, wait. The tree is clearly keeping them in check and keeping them obsessed.
Okay, spike is now planted. Thank you.
Oh, here we go. Retake attempt. Xeno looking to get back sight and looking to actually get ahead of this here. There is an arc rose available, but this double piece could be crazy. It goes insane. And oh my God, Zengi cleans it up. And that's going to bring Crystal to round 21. Match point. I can't speak English today. Oh my God.
You know, it's okay. Ow.
It's all good.
Sorry, guys. Oh, another bear. Bear and elephant. Wait, that one's fun. Wait, someone picked that one up. It fell over.
Wait, why is he like that? Why are they being mean? Zoom in on the bear. Give me the bear. No, he needs some love.
Xeno, but the Sheriff in hand has been deadly. Let's see if Xeno can do it again.
Oh my.
And has to back up, but does have the snake bite in hand to kind of stall a little bit more, as well as that little smoke.
Oh my.
Poison
Yeah, and
orb
these
remaining.
players are really just kind of waiting outside C right now. So, I mean, this smoke could honestly cause things to slow down a little bit. So Yogi actually does find one, though, and that's not what they want to see. Yogi's literally sitting there, grabbing both kills till Femdom falls, and now all of a sudden it's a 5v3 situation. 2 players on C, and the spread is getting a little bit thin. All these players are just by themselves. They're not playing for trade whatsoever. And now it's a 5v2. It's absolutely falling apart for Jokers right now. And one player, Super Shy, spotted out. 1 kill found. Palui has got it. And they are honestly, the play here 100% should just be to avoid the site. Showstopper is out, but what a shot from Super Shy. Trade is there, and now all of a sudden it's a 3v1. So that great kill, that excellent shot might just be in vain.
Yeah, and I mean, it's all up to Pluie here. What more can he do? I mean, has that Odin in hand. We've seen it be deadly, but has to walk dry through the smoke, and the Prowler does spot him. And Nightfall popped as well. Paranoia. The amount of util. He's already down. He's already down his teammates. You don't need to bully him to spray through. And it looks like this might be dangerous, and can't even tap the spike. The hold from main. This seems unfortunate for the side of Jokers.
No.
Gonna have to tap. Try to hide, but oh my goodness, Crystal taking it there.
Yeah, incredible game there from Crystal. 13-8. And just how fastidious they've been thus far on these maps, right? Like on like the way they've approached it. And so very, very incredible on their part. You got to give them a ton of credit on this map of Lotus. And so they take that 13-8 once again. We've seen similar score lines across this entire series, and now all of a sudden the pressure starting to get a little bit, it's starting to rise a little bit for Jokers, because all of a sudden Crystal, if they win one more map, the series is done.
Yeah. And I mean, but the one thing about Jokers that I want to point out is they are really, really good under pressure. So hopefully they'll be able to get it done here today. But after this short break, we will see you guys for the almost final match for Roso. But Jokers will still have 2. And if they bring it back, we will have the most hype grand final game here for you at Roso. So we'll see you very soon.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. waiting. We appreciate it. It's been honestly really entertaining to see the results so far. It's been a blast. So Roso Crystal has done incredible thus far. They've gotten themselves 2 maps. They're 1 away from claiming the title and the grand prize of 200. I mean, Dilo, this is getting exciting.
Yeah. And I mean, you can't get too excited in this scenario because you never know what could happen this map. I mean, it went back and forth before. Let's see if the tide will turn for Roso and they're going to be able to take it here, which would be amazing. I mean, but also you kind of want to see what Mask can do. We've seen them turn up throughout these whole rounds and a lot of this tournament, so we can definitely see what they're going to do.
Yeah, 100%. And look, this map of Ascent is going to be interesting. We see Mask on the defense there. Ascent, the notorious defense-sided map here. And so that's definitely going to play into this to an extent, right? We, of course, expect Mask to kind of come out at least in the first half ahead. We would, for their own sake, especially given the fact that they are down in terms of the map count. If they want to, bring this to the decider map of Bind, it's exactly what they're going to be. So that's what it is. Let's hope that they can get it done. But I can't wait. I mean, what do you think about Ascent in general as far as like the way comps should go? Obviously, I know we have our standard comp, but what do you think of that?
Yeah, and I mean, the standard comp is always used, but overall, I definitely think going into Ascent, it is definitely going to be sided on who can get that mid control, and that is very important in this map. I mean, we saw in Corrode how that was also important. 2 Vipers to block off the defenders and the attackers. But going into Ascent, I think the main point of this map is you need somebody to control mid, fight Cat, fight market, anything that you can do in order to keep your control around the map. And that is what is so important. And that is the main thing that causes a lot of success and wins in this map.
Oh, yeah. 100% agree with that one. And you see in this agent select here, you see a chamber getting picked from the side of A. That one is interesting. I'm actually curious to see how that one works out, just given the fact that chamber is one of those agents. I mean, obviously it's a double senties because Zangi is on Vice, but it's one of those situations where a chamber can make or break a team. If your chamber is not on in terms of the aim department, then honestly, it's sort of like Reyna in the sense of like, you're at, not as much used to your team. Of course, you have things like the trip that, of course, are just going to have inherent value. But, there's other things that, other agents that would probably find more value if your aim is not on point. So I'm interested to see how that one goes. Clearly, Crystal is confident right now in their ability to win and claim the title. Let's see if they can clean it up.
Yeah. And I mean, we hope they can, but overall here from the side of Roso, we do have matching cards besides drooling. Why is he different? Why is he trying to be different?
Drooling. Come on now.
I'm tired. I'm
that's
tired
messed
of this.
up, bro. And you're on your like, what are you doing, buddy? What's going on?
Being different, being crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, going into this map of Ascent, we do have the defense here from Mask first. It's a great start. I mean, I love Cypher on this map. This is one of my favorite picks on Ascent. A lot of people want to switch to that Visor, want to switch to that KJ, but I think Cypher is just so strong.
Yeah, absolutely. I really think Cypher is honestly probably the best agent on this map. That's personally my opinion, just because of the versatility of the setups, right? You can put your trips pretty much anywhere, and there are so many good spots to put them, especially on B. And I think that's accentuated just given the fact that this is like the map that is like paper, right? Like that's kind of what everyone says about it. So yeah, I mean that can honestly give a whole lot of value just with the hard scan. So that's huge. Early headhunter shots, trying to get something. Ave just whiffing most of them. Unfortunately, has only got 1 bullet left in that chamber, but finds a kill regardless. Louis looking for these kills here. Trying to hold the site as best as possible.
Needs to be strong here from Palui. I mean, they're sent out that recon reveal, but Drooling and Abe are right up in mid, and Stream Sniper has no idea.
Yeah. Just honestly has some decent information, but there's a trip anyway. And now that the trip is global because of the recent chamber buff, honestly, it's kind of stuck in that position. It can't really go that way. And what a shot from Drooling, just literally contacting up onto Stair. And that leaves Super Shy pretty much alone on the site. Spots out 1 player, 1 found. Classic in hand, 2. That's another 1 found. The shot darts going absolutely crazy. And now it's a 1v3 situation.
Spike
Yeah, and I mean,
planted.
now it's a 1v3 stream sniper on the opposing side with the Sheriff, though, versus Ghost and a Classic. So overall, this can be definitely possible. Dashed out, trying to see if they could find one and get a swing, but nobody's there right now. Sheriff
Oh
got
my.
aim.
One
A little bit
found.
of stall from the Thorns, though.
Yeah. He's got one, looking for more. Both players at full HP, 70 health from the stream sniper. That recon bolt is gonna prove to be real rough to work with, and it's not gonna happen. Crystal claimed the pistol. Bars right there.
Don't forget who you are, Omen.
Okay.
A man.
All right.
As we move
Not a
forward
monster.
into the rest of this game. What a start for them
Need a
too.
drop.
I mean, obviously, you know, I talked about the, you know, what side was favored on this map, but
Need a
they
drop.
still just kind of don't care. They're going against the norm. It doesn't matter to them whatsoever. They just decided, hey, we're gonna lock in.
And yeah, I mean, locking in is very, very important here, especially because Crystal, winning that last pistol and then falling for a little bit to max. So that's definitely something that we need to point out. I mean, we need to make sure we don't get eco here. That is not. Yogi.
Wait. Blood thinks she's on the team. Hold on.
I am. Here, they'll let me
wait, wait. W sub. Wait a minute.
Bro, I'm like
Didn't know
baby
that.
bae.
Oh wait, that's baby Bay right there. Yo.
That's baby Lulu right there.
That's baby Lulu. Yo. Yo.
But, oh my goodness. It's a little bit of a default here. So we're having a little bit of fun. And Zeno. All right. That's
a
enough.
kill you can't be giving up right there, Dulu. Honestly, if you're in a situation where you're on the anti-eco, you can't just be kind of roaming around mid, no smoke, and only watching one angle, because you're taking a pretty risky gamble, right? It's just not something that you want to be doing. So I honestly, a little bit of a blunder there, but Ave finds that kill. Stabilizes
I mean,
just a little
overall,
bit.
that kill cannot be found that early, as you said. And now, did Zangy take his hoodie off?
Yeah, Zangy, put the hoodie on.
I swear he
That's
had
Aura.
a blue hoodie on.
Oh, the hoodie was Aura, man. Put that on.
Bro, Zangy, somebody tell Zangy to put that shit on right now. Put it on right now.
Right now.
But anyway, going into this next round, we are going to see a little bit of pressure here, but the wall is already down.
Yeah, and that gives good info. No one's quite able to play off it, but it's great info. And now all of a sudden, they've got to kind of be careful here, because now they're at risk of getting eco'd. And that looks like it's exactly what's going to happen. Yogi looking for more. The TP over into lane finds one, but it's not going to happen. And Masked Jokers find themselves in a situation where they are able to claim the round right away. So 1-1's the score. They equalize immediately and prevent the anti-eco from going in the favor of Crystal.
Yeah, and I mean, as I said, I might have spoken into existence. Guys, don't kill me. I didn't mean to say it. It was just casting. I didn't curse you guys. I promise. I swear. But anyway, 1-1 now, just proving how back and forth these rounds have been. Really, and this eco is going to be deadly. But we do see that buy up from Cold there, which is a little bit interesting. We're going to hero rifle here. I kind of like it though.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that. Honestly, early peek coming out over towards tiles, and it's gonna bring Abe to pretty much 1 HP, and literally Zeno claims the kill right away off of that. Look at that kill there. Stream Sniper and Zeno looking to kind of just get as many kills as possible, and Stream Sniper not only equalizes, but puts the round in favor of Jokers. And now Zhangyi, the last one to stand here in this situation, over in Lodge, gets one. The player's at 1 HP, but everyone's converging on his location, and they are not gonna get it done. Scoreline 1-2 now.
Try something. I'll see it.
Yeah, and I mean, Mask really turning up there to try to figure it out, but overall, Mask still doing what they need to do. It might have been a comfort thing on the other maps, and just overall, not the best comfort, but I think going into this next round, I will like to see a little bit more from the attack here. We see them hit the sites, but it's not powerful. Let's see an aggressive hit onto A, and let's try to explore over here. I mean, we do have 2 defenders here at the moment, but earlier we only had Stream Sniper and Pistol, and we're just running it down mid.
Oh yeah. So some early util being used over towards A. It's going to scan out some of the players here. There's 3 on this side of the map, so this is definitely the strong side. But that flash is incredible. Semdom gets both, looking for a third onto Yogi, and he's just literally sitting in the corner. What more is going to happen here? He's going to TP out, but literally still does not matter. Zeno still claims the kill, and all of a sudden, the tides have seemed to turn. First gun round of the game seems to be going in favor
One enemy
of
remaining.
Jokers right now. Stream Sniper gets that kill, and it's literally just Zhangyi left.
Might look for a little bit more, but just the
I've
pressure
survived
here will
much
find
worse than
another, but the pressure was too much. And finishing out there from Bluey is going to get that kill on to Zhangyi. And now, putting it at 3-1, that first gun round going in the side of Mask really shows how true and aggressive they can be here.
Yeah, there we go. Looks like a little bit of a timeout here coming out from 100%. Yeah, Roso take that timeout, and there we go. I mean, like, the real question, Dilu, do you think that Roso is like, what do you think they need to change here? I really think it's still kind of early in the game. We're just getting out of that kind of part of the game where it's like that pistol and the bonus and stuff like that. And so, like, ultimately, what do you think needs to happen? I'm a fan of the default on this map on attack personally, but I mean, what do you think they got to do?
I mean, looking at the ult economy here, they're very close to a lot of them. I mean, that Hunter's Fury, we're 2 off Dimensional Drift, but it's still possible from the shadows. And the Chamber ults, how do you say it, Nobi?
Tour de force. The tour de
But that
force.
one will be there too as well, and the Steel Garden in hand. So overall, I think we could pop that Steel Garden, maybe do a fast hit onto A. As I said, I am a fan of the fast hits onto A. I mean, just run it down, see what you can do, and they have the ability for it. They have the aim for it, and they have the capability. And now we have the util as well. So now it's like, why aren't we doing these things? And I mean, I did talk about mid control being very, very important, but also that doesn't mean we send the whole team mid. We send at least one. And then the rest can go to a main and C and try to explore a little bit more, but B could also be an option.
Yeah, I think these players have got to, like, honestly just make sure they can cover each other well. Just make sure they can effectively trade over in, especially in mid. I feel like it's been a particular pain point a lot of the time. And I really do think that Jokers have been ready and waiting to play off this really well. Look at this. Literally, Zeno's looking to play off of the Cypher Drift with the flash and actually does so perfectly. 1 kill found. Looking for more. Yogi gonna try to do a little something here. Another kill found. Looking just through the little slit in the smoke there. TP is out. Same thing with the Molly. And Yogi's just literally chilling in the corner, but it's actually really proactive for him to still be watching this corner.
And I mean, the patience here needs to be strong from Yogi. Can't swing out too much, but
They
the
know.
reveal. They know, yeah. Stream Sniper does know he's there, and
Stream Sniper.
Dave is going to find one, and then Palui.
He's stream sniping for real, Dulu. It's
no.
unfortunate
Last player
here.
standing.
Super Shy, though, grabs that kill, and now all of a sudden a 4v1 Yogi, who still does not have his cam going.
30 seconds left.
Is in a situation where he's just by himself. He's got to get that spike down, and honestly, it's not looking real great right now.
Yeah, and I mean, Yogi faking that TP, trying to make it a little bit uncomfortable on the site, but it is a 1v3, and the push is going to be terrible, and whoa! Is it 1v4?
So many players just literally running in from all sides. There's absolutely nothing for him to do, nowhere for him to go, and can't be looking at 10 places at once. So unfortunately, Yogi falls, and in turn, they still find themselves at an even larger deficit. But this is exactly what has kind of been the trend over the course of the series, right? Jokers find themselves in an early lead, then they lose it at the end of the day. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes, right?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, there's also, like, we talk about the fact that the map is defender sided, things like that, and so the real question is whether or not these players on Crystal can stabilize, or at least grab themselves maybe like 4 to end the half. I think that's kind of the best place to be for them.
Yeah, and I mean, the Hunter's Fury sent out early, but not much to return on it, and the TP is going to be sent out. We're just moving all around the map here, and that is something that is very important to mention as well.
You moving all around her room as well, or her mic.
Yeah, sorry. What is that noise?
I had to say it.
No, sorry.
all
Something
good.
kept like popping behind me, and it scared me.
Oh, I was like, what in the world?
Wow,
I was like,
case
everybody like scared me. Oh,
Spike
it's
down,
a little
B.
skull goes. It's all good. Then Dom finds one.
To suppress.
Ow. just given that, I mean, they're all of us. Oh, wait. Okay, I was gonna say man advantage, but instantly things equalize, and now it's a 3v3 situation. Flash comes out. It's dodge from Zeno. And now these players on Crystal are starting to get a little bit low here.
Yeah, and I mean, just the pressure here as well. Steel Garden being popped, that was a good call.
30
Great call.
seconds left.
And that's actually going to give them the freedom to go ahead and get that spike down, because these players can't really challenge anything.
Yeah. And I mean, that being popped, they're just pushed back into main, but no matter what, they're still low. Stream Sniper at 100 HP, dry swinging through the smoke. But if he walks out, he might be found, but it doesn't matter. We'll find one. Looking for more. Can't find it. Yogi.
Last player standing.
Oh my. Yeah, these players are so good at the game, but it doesn't even matter. Yogi, flick of the wrist, finds one and pretty much finds the second right away. And understanding that they're going to play for the trade instantly, and was able to capitalize on that so fast. So that's a much needed round for Crystal.
And I mean, that's definitely something you need. You need to be able to win these rounds. But Crystal, once they run around, they do pretty well at keeping that consistent. So I would love to see that happen here. And I mean, they do have some ults here. They have that dimensional drift, which will be huge for that information. They also have the Hunter's Fury as well. So they get the spike down and get out, use that ult. But it looks like he might have a push A here, which I've been waiting for this whole game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I really do want to see a fast A push here. Pretty much everything that we've seen thus far has been super defaulty, or at least a split on the site. I just want to see a fast main hit here. And actually, Cold spots out Palui off the back of the dimensional drift and grabs the kill because of it. 3v3 situation now as these players in heaven look to grab something. But Zeno peeking through. Ave has got something to say, though.
Yeah, I mean, that response is so important. I mean, now it's a 3v2. Numbers are up for the side of Roso. But Abe walking up mid.
Oh, yeah. And look, I mean, I think the big thing, yeah, they're actually just going to go ahead and rotate right over with one holding mid. Inserting that player mid is actually an incredible decision, in my opinion, because it gives them the free... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Wait, the shot mid. Stream Sniper wasn't able to get it. And Super Shy peeked out for the trade and couldn't get anything either. That's so unfortunate. And now Crystal, they got 3.
Cold, finishing it out there. Now getting a little bit closer to that Hunter's Fury, which we love to see. I mean, it's just definitely going to be great here for Crystal. These are rounds that they needed. And I mean, they only need one more match in order to win this here. And so it's all on the line for them. If not, it is all on the line for both teams on the 5th map of this BO5. But overall, Crystal working and trying to get these rounds back in their favor.
Oh, yeah. Can we just, like, blaze Jack one more time for that cinematic? That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was clean.
That was clean. All right.
Shout out,
give it like a 9 out of 10. You know? Nah, but...
9 is crazy. If it's a bear, it's always a 10 out of 10.
That's true. Exactly. That's automatically what makes it a 10 out of 10. What I'll say, though, really quickly, is I like the idea last round of inserting Ave into mid, especially with that sniper there. I mean, it actually would have gotten so much value if someone had crossed into there. Didn't really happen that time, as Ave actually just barely peeks into the smoke and ends up getting taken out, gets punished for it by Zeno. That's going to be an early kill.
And yeah, I mean, Stream Sniper just waiting here on Zengi. Zengi hasn't moved much yet, but a Stream Sniper just literally knows he hasn't moved either. So I'm a little... Whoa, hey, we need to hit those shots. But the pressure here from Morgan is deadly, and he does hit a shot right as I say something now. Joker's putting in that word Zengi. I don't know if they know that he is here.
Yeah, I don't think they know.
Well,
Looks like, I mean, I
30
don't know.
seconds left.
This is looking a little bit dicey here. I mean, these players are separated and everything. It's just not looking too great at the moment.
and yeah, I
Look at
mean,
Zangi. Zangi, like, getting absolutely blinded right now in that camera. Look at that.
he's getting flashbanged. Zengi, turn
what
a
I'm
light
saying.
on in there, man.
10
That's what I'm
seconds
saying,
left.
dude. Bad for your eyes.
But I mean, they just had to save their guns here, which was really unfortunate for the side of Crystal. But overall, they did at least keep 2 guns on the board, 2 pretty expensive ones at that. And so that's definitely important. Even if that round went to mass, it's still a little bit easier because I think personally that this map is defender-sided. I don't know about you, Nobi.
No, I agree with that. I do think it is defender sided to some extent. Actually to a big extent, mostly just because of the fact that
There we go.
these bear.
They're having a dinner.
Look at
It's like a little
them.
dinner date. Aw.
That's so cute. There's like wine and everything, bro. Wait,
There's
yo,
like a
why is
squirrel
the
back
table
there
there?
too. There was a worm.
Wait, that's actually fire. That might be. I might be an 11 out of 10, Jack. You might have cooked
That
that
might
one.
have been my favorite one. Is the one on Corrode where it's just a parade of bears on top of the thing.
Exactly, bro. Nah, but the one with the flower too is also fire. No, there's like a really. Can you have like a bear too? Oh my! What is that op shot?
And shot
We're
the
talking
drone?
about bears. Stream Sniper locked into the game right now. Gets 2 and somehow gets out. More players over in market spamming through. Doesn't really do a whole lot of damage, but does a little something something. The tap of the spike is there. Zangy gets 1.
Spike
That
planted.
spike comes down.
Yeah, but the spike's down now. Yogi's looking for more. Might be able to
player
find Super
standing.
Try, but can.
That's unfortunate. Oh, wait, do they know where he is? Yes, they do. It doesn't matter at all. Xeno grabs that kill, and the round is all done and spoken for. There's going to be another one in the bag, and all of a sudden, looks like Mask decided to tee up real quick.
Yeah, and I mean, they don't want to lose, so it's just going to be back and forth, which would be great. The Mac have been great players throughout this whole tournament, so I definitely think they didn't want to sell it out here and just work as much as possible. But I do agree that this map can be defense-sided. I think if Crystal can get to at least maybe 5 or 6, that they would be able to bring it back on the defense.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I completely agree with you there. I mean, I think even with 4 rounds, it's a lot more doable. That's actually a great, very well-placed dart, but it's not going to spawn anything out. It just gives the info that there is someone there, just given the fact that they're able to shoot it. But there's actually playing pretty far up in terms of location here. And they do choose to back off. Super Shy hitting, honestly, a very well-placed spam over in B main with that Phantom. I really do think that these players on defense are just going to want to try their best to play up. I think playing up in mid is actually not a bad idea. But oh my god, Zangy, I saw that even in the free cam there. That was a crazy shot, just literally holding that short little angle there. Spam coming out, and Zangy looks to get something, but will get taken out. Femdom as well. Grabbing it. Now it's a 3v2.
Just the patience through mid here. Who can be more patient? Zangy with the Phantom in hand. Will find 3 on the round. Zangy on fire.
Great shot.
Oh
my! Reloads! Wait, Dilu, this is a winnable round completely
30
for
seconds
Mask.
left.
100% Jokers can get this done, and the question is, who's going to get to A first? It's definitely going to be Cold, but Super Shy has a really solid shot at winning this round. Is it going to happen? Yes, it is! Super Shy grabs the kill, and Zangy going nuclear in that round, grabbing 4, but it didn't matter in the end because Super Shy bounced right back and pretty much clutched that round, allowing Jokers to get their 7th.
And yeah, Zangy going absolutely nuclear with that Sheriff, finding 2, then finding 2 with that Phantom was deadly. Now, but not much more you can do. I mean, you got 4 and it just wasn't able to be found. I think if Cold maybe had an even gun, it might have been a little bit more of a fair fight, but Super Shy was right there ready to fight as well. So now going into this next round, I do see that Steel Garden again. So I'm definitely excited to see, but also that Blade Storm from Stream Sniper.
100%. Let's see what ends up happening here. It's a pretty early KO knife. Question is, I don't really think it got much info. I think it got broken, but still, like, it gives the info that there is someone there, and I really think that these players, the way Mask have been exploring the map here, exploring these extremities in mid, has been incredible. And even in B as well, Stream Sniper literally just peeked up more little bit by bit with the op. And the trades are there, but actually Ave grabs some 2 really critical kills there. Super Shy and Stream Sniper, though, kind of hovering towards B. Louis ready for the fast rotate. So at the moment, there's no one on the A site.
But I mean, I think they have the read that they might be going B. Super Shy kind of walking around, seeing what he can do on B with that camera.
Yeah. And
I mean,
I think ultimately this rotate 100% is the smart idea. The op is towards B right now. Same thing with the Sentinel. So I think just given the fact that the Sentinel is playing on B, I 100% think the smart play here is to go A, and that's exactly what they seem to be doing. They cross over into mid, and honestly, there's really no, like, they don't know. They probably know now just because of the noise, but beforehand, they would have had no idea. Yeah, and they're trying to clear the A site, expecting someone to be there. It's an open site.
Spike planted.
And yeah, I mean, that works, but also the op is going to be right up in heaven, and this can be scary. But the smoke is there to kind of get them out of the way. But I mean, they don't have dash in hand. Paranoia's ready, but this retake is going to be hard.
Yeah, very true, but the Blade Storm is available for Stream Sniper, so that could honestly make a huge difference. That Paranoia definitely does, though. That is huge delay right there. Blade Storm does get popped for this retake, and Yogi looking to get something. Finds one by one. They crumble, and that is going to do it. Crystal find themselves 4 at least in the half, and at least in my opinion, that is pretty much the bare minimum in order to be in a stable position, especially if you're a team that's confident in your defense.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. And now it just kind of goes to the scenario of who is going to win these next rounds. We see ults on the board from multiple. That KO ult is going to be deadly as well. And that is on the side of Joker. That could be great stall.
Now,
oh yeah,
where does that goes there?
100%. I mean, like the stall here is definitely going to be, I think, honestly, the win condition here, right? Like if they're able to stall for long enough, in order for the rest of the team to get there, I really think that Jokers can converge fast, and just pretty much just shut Crystal down immediately. That's the real question here, but there you can see they're playing super passive, almost towards spawn, anticipating the ults like that Steel Garden coming out, and they might just play Flood off of this.
And I mean, that would be the best decision. I mean, Steel Garden top, really will find one. Yogi finding the other now. Super Shy stalled into man.
And that sniper cam actually ended up getting a lot of value. They spot all 3 players on the site. So now they know exactly where everyone is. They can go ahead and drone it out, expecting one player to be there. Scans them out, and that player will fall. Spam coming out, and somehow, I was gonna say, I thought Yogi was gonna grab a little something there, but it did not matter. Palui found the last kill with the Hunter's Fury, and that'll do it for the half. 8-4, favoring Mask, and that's exactly where the result they wanted for the half.
Switching sides.
And I mean, that's the problem too, is just if you let them run away with these rounds, now they're on the attack, and Joker's attack does not play at all. So I think Crystal definitely on this defense needs to be very strong. We'll see the difference between the Vise and the Cypher here. I mean, we have that wall besides the trips. We have a couple thorns on the floor to kind of stall, and as well as that flash that is insane and actually blinds you forever. So that is another thing to point out. So going into this round here, let's see. I mean, I would like to see a fast push somewhere from Jokers. We haven't seen much fast push at all, and I'm just kind of like, why?
Well, honestly, I think the big reason is because when you're at this high level of play, fast hits on this map are just they end up being really difficult because these teams know how to combine their utils so well in order to get a lot of value. And so it's honestly a lot of the time like a lot better to just play for default. And I think that's reign true here. I think these teams are 100% aware of that.
And I mean, overall, it's just this util is being dumped everywhere, but we're not moving too far in. We're kind of covering all our stops here, covering the mains, but this tree push can be scary, but I think they're going to be aware. Yogi is here.
Oh, no. Yogi. Oh, no, that's horrible. No way. They want Yogi so bad, but Yogi has got something to say. Finds one before falling, and now it's a 3v4 situation. Mask in a spot where they're set up fairly well for this post plant. They've just got to make sure they're able to trade effectively, Dealey.
That's what I was about to say. We need these effective trades, and we need to be able to find
one
them.
enemy remaining.
Dimdom finding one, Pulley finding another.
Or just kill everyone.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, that works too. Or you just tap everyone on the head. My bad. Ignore us.
One of my cameras is broken.
My bad.
Oh, wait.
But overall, Mask getting a great round there to set them up for better success in this game, maybe possibly putting it to a 10-4. They now have the gun advantage, and now they need to play a little bit more patient. And on the attack, I mean, as you said, the fast pushes aren't the best idea, but I mean, we haven't tried it. How do you know? You know?
Yeah, 100%. No, I agree with that one. Like, it's not to say that a fast push can't work on A. I think if you are going to do that, I think the best thing to do is to split the site, to take mid control. Because mid control, just like corrode, is so important, right? If you can establish mid control, you can kind of spread out anywhere you want from there. And it just gives you a lot more freedom. So I think overall, the split hits are really the way to go if you do want to go fast. This Abe's just trying to kind of creep up a little bit. That trip though may end up proving to be just a little bit annoying.
Yeah. And I mean, Super Shy still with the ghost in hand will find one, but it looks like we are gonna have a little bit of a split action here on A, but Yogi does not realize behind.
Wait, Yogi's just chilling, looking for main. Oh no! And Yogi falls to 4v2 now. That spike comes down. All of a sudden, Crystal, once again, in a situation where they don't really have guns, they've got to retake. It's honestly, I think the best thing to do here is just die to the spike. If they even let him. Okay, well, you know what? Cold finds that kill onto Femdom, and Ave actually finds the kill into Super Shy. There is absolutely no way this is doable, Dealer, right?
No, I mean, apparently it's always possible. Look at the health of Palui.
Oh, no.
Wait
a minute. No, you're so right.
Last
The last
player
player's got no
standing.
health to work with. It doesn't matter. Yes, it does. They've got time. There's absolutely no way that Roso Crystal is able to grab that thrifty round. Oh my God.
And wow.
So impressive from them, right?
That is extremely impressive, and we've seen Jokers do that a couple times as well. But Crystal definitely showing us that they're still in the game and they want to win it. So
Right here.
that is definitely something not to laugh at and to really look at as a sense of danger. Really, it's a little bit scary. How did they keep winning these ecos? So overall, Crystal, great round to win. That will set them up for this next round, and now Mask on a safe.
Oh yeah. That's another thing about this high level of play is even on ecos, they're so dangerous because if you don't play it right, these players are so proficient with weapons like Sheriff, drooling, just sitting in the off angle, finding 3. So now that's a Vandal down. It's honestly a good weapon, but I mean, hey, a 2v3 is doable, and that's actually a Guardian from Cold. You're gonna get some damage off that spam. They're actually gonna switch weapons. That's a smart decision there. Honestly,
Damage needs to be a little bit stronger here from the side of Crystal. I mean, drooling getting 3, but it's not spread across the board like it needs to be. Cold having that regen shield, so going to be able to regen a little bit of health and try to fight. So
one
straight through.
no.
Ooh, and Zengi will find him. Now it's all up to Zeno.
Yeah, that scan was honestly, it was just so unfortunate because it literally, like, again, this is what I talk about with it being a paper map, right? These walls are so thin, you can spray through pretty much all the way from market, right? And so it ends up being a pretty significant detriment. 1 kill found though. Zeno, if there was ever anyone to be able to do it, it would be them. 1 player falls down. They're just trying to play their trades as best as possible. 1 found! There's no way, Zeno! Absolutely incredible stuff. It brings Mask to double digits, a 5-10 score line. You have got to be kidding me.
And
They're so proficient with these weapons here.
And what a clutch there from Zeno. 1, 2, 3. And that is all she wrote here for Zeno. And wow, that is something that you want to see. You want to see Mask start pulling out these dominant plays. You want to see them be able to do this. And Zeno said, watch this. And they showed us what is up here. And overall, that is a round that they needed to win to keep their lead here and not let Crystal get an even hope in their head that they would be able to bring it back.
I mean, absolutely indomitable right there. Zeno is just, I mean, literally the Thanos of the game so far. I feel like same thing with some of these other players. I mean, they're just so, they're so proficient with these weapons. Their mechanics are so good. You literally peek and you're just, if you don't instantly one-tap them, they're going to instantly one-tap you. That's the way it feels a
One
lot of the time.
enemy
And,
remaining.
I mean,
Flawless.
look, they're in a situation where, you know, these players kind of unable to do much of anything, and yeah, they're 100% hyped. They want to bring this to map 5.
Yeah. And that is going to be what is going to happen here. And honestly, I think it will. I really don't know, but this timeout is perfectly timed. And what do you think, Nobi? What do you think they need to change?
I mean, ultimately, I really think if Crystal want to end up coming back here, it is totally doable. Don't get me wrong. It's 100% doable. If they start kind of chaining rounds together here and breaking down Joker's eco, I think this is totally doable. The thing is, they need to make sure that their spread is effective, and that they're anticipating the, you know, like where these players are going, right? I think they're kind of anchoring a little bit too hard on these sites, and not that that's you know, immediately a bad thing to anchor, but I think too many players are anchoring. So I think they need to just kind of explore, play a little bit further up with multiple players. So maybe leave only one to anchor and kind of take mid control with 2. And so that way, you know, if there's any players that can, you know, get out like a chamber or, you know, anyone like that, take advantage of it. And they have 3 players with TPs. So take advantage of those things, you know, take your fights, get out, those sort of situations. And if you can kind of get those cheeky kills, I think they're going to end up being in a pretty significant advantage.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. Crystal has a lot of escapability. Like, we have those TPs, and I don't know, drooling with those amazing kills, and then it did fall, but I mean, those 3 kills into B main were a little bit scary for the side of Mask, but now, in this scenario, we do have a little bit of an A player throwing out spring through, trying to find one, told is spotted, and can't do much more. Femdom will find
I know exactly where you are.
100%. Femdom with a early kill, that's honestly very well placed. Neural Theft is going to get popped. Plenty of info and utility being used over towards the A site. It's gonna look like a hit here. Spam through the smoke, and 1 player found. Yogi actually finds 2. That light wall pops up, but actually that may work to their detriment because it allows Zeno to get right back up. Yogi still continuing on though.
And I mean, the bait out with the smoke there was almost perfect. But it looks like this is gonna force a rotate, but it looks like Ave is already ready on the other side.
100%. Question is Ave going to be able to really do much? It's only 1 player against 3, and they fake the rotate. So Yogi actually sort of dips out. He's kind of playing a little bit further off, playing for fast rotate over towards B. And also the tree push as well. So trying to play heaven, make sure that everything is okay here. But look at Ave's position as well, just playing over in B main, getting the information, aware that they're not even pushing over there. So at this point, we're probably going to see him rotate soon.
And I mean, overall, it's like Yogi is here, and now they're just kind of waiting. The spike is down, and Ave is trying to connect, but it looks like they might have the spray.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And I do think that the big thing here is Yogi and Abe's ability to kind of isolate fights. If they can manage to do that, that may allow them to get something here, a 1v2 situation. What more can Ave do? 1 player in Gen, another one towards Hell, and it's not looking too good. Masked Jokers find themselves at match point on the precipice of extending this to map 5, the decider map. And I called it in the beginning of the series, Dulu.
Yep,
this is going to be a barn burner. It absolutely has been, and it continues to be.
Yeah, and I mean, overall, it's definitely just Jokers. They have that adaptability, and that is one thing that I wanted to point out, is that they found their way to adapt, and that is what makes them such a good team here. And that's what makes them the 1st seed in this tournament. Oh, yeah. No, there's a big reason why seed 1 and 2 are indeed here in this situation. Early util being used. They're just going to chill in the corners. And info being, oh my god, info being used, but it doesn't even matter. Hold only gets 1 with the Hunter's Fury, and so man advantage still lies to the side of Math, and Palui still continues along the warpath. Zhang only has a sheriff in hand, gets taken out. That's all down to Yogi, and the 1v3 situation has got to get the clutch. And I mean, if there's anyone to do it, it certainly would be Yogi. They've been incredible on these clutches thus far in the game. The TP comes out and is not able to get it done. Stream Sniper closes it out for Masked Jokers, and we're going to map 5, Dilu. Yeah, we are, and now Mask going 17-5 on that map, and it looks like we are going to go into that map 5 of Bind for a decider, which is so interesting. We normally see Ascent as the decider, or Ascent, or normally Sunset when it's in the pool, but Bind as a decider is definitely going to be something to watch, and we'll definitely see who has been in team play for longer, especially with that map. But overall, it is now 2-2. Bind is the last map that is do or die here at the Roso Invitational, and we will see you very soon for map 5.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the last map of the Roso Invitational Grand Finals. My name is Nobi. I'm joined here by the wonderful Dilu, and this right here is for all the marbles. It's been so back and forth thus far. Honestly, the biggest score differential that we've seen has just come in the last map of Ascent. It was 13-5 in favor of Masked Jokers, and I mean, they made a statement. They said, hey, you know what? We are not ending it here. We're taking it to map 5 of Bind, and that's it, right? Like, it's so exciting. So I absolutely can't wait. What are you thinking of, like, the dynamic? Who do you think is favored here in this map?
I really don't know, but coming off with 13-5, I'm assuming that Jokers will keep that mentality high, try to go for it, but also in the end, we see that Crystal doesn't want to lose either. So I'm definitely hoping that they put out as much fight as they have left.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Both of these teams have, honestly, it has been a long day of Valorant. I'm sure that these players are 100% like, they're tired, but they also are, I'm sure they're hyped, right? This is for all the marbles, right? There's nothing left after this. And so I'm sure these teams are just like excited to get it done and get things going. So I absolutely can't wait. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and I mean overall going into this next map, I mean it's for all the marbles, and I'm definitely ready to get in as soon as we can. I mean, we do see two players are in the range right now. Guys,
Uh-oh.
lock in. Oh,
SMH.
unbelievable.
SMH. Two players are in
Unbelievable.
the range. These players, oh my goodness. Tisk. Anyway, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I think overall binds, in terms of like just as a map, I think the biggest win condition, that we want to focus on just kind of across the match, is the positioning per site, right? And where the strong side is versus where the weak side is, especially
Yeah.
on defense, right? And I think on the attacker side, it comes down to a matter of, hey, like, what side is the weaker site? Hey, let's try to prompt rotates, and all that stuff. I think that's really important.
Mhm. And I mean, overall, Bind is definitely a map that proves who's played team played the longest and who's connected the most, really, if you think about it. So going into this map, it's definitely going to be to whoever really can do the most they need to do. I mean, whatever fight they have left.
All right, whatever fight they have left is absolutely right. And these players have been, honestly, they've been fighting real hard across the entirety of this series, right? We've seen so much. I talked about particularly on Ascent, how proficient both of these teams are on all guns, right? Like, even on, like, when they're on ecos and stuff like that, we've seen some crazy stuff happen with guns, like just literally with just sheriffs, you know? And
Yeah.
so you can never count either of these teams out with this stuff. It's so impressive what they've been able to do. And we actually see in the scoreboard here, see the win last map, and we look at the players, and Xeno went insane. We saw a lot of that, right? A lot of the clutch factor. And so, yeah, Xeno, Yogi, both of those players have been insane. Both of them have had insane clutch factor, and I can't wait to see how that ends up playing out in this map too.
And I mean, overall, we did just see a dominant performance from Mass there. I mean, the scoreboard is absolutely insane and just it's just crazy to see. But whenever we get into this game, we're just gonna see it is the final match of the night. I'm trying with all the energy I have left, and so is Nobi. We're trying our
Me too.
best to be
Me
as
too.
energetic as we can for you guys, but it's been a long day, and I'm sick. Nobi's just been yapping, but
Yeah.
I'm fighting. I'm fighting right now. All I can for you guys.
I'm trying to, man. It's all good. Everyone say, like, honestly, can we get some, like, some love for Dilu, please, in the chat? Just
Oh, can we
like,
get some love for Nobi and
no,
production in the chat,
shut up,
guys?
shut up,
Not me for Nobi because
shut
he's
up.
been yapping more than me. But just like we need some energy for you guys. Can we make some chants like
Yes, bro.
something
Wait,
for
I want to see some
yeah.
chants in the chat. 100%. Yeah, I want to see some chants in that
Guys,
chat.
guys in
Wait,
the chat.
player in the
There's a delay,
bathroom. Wait,
guys.
locked
Guys,
in.
there's a delay, guys.
Wait, players in the bathroom. Wait, never mind. Okay, we're all good, chat. We are all good. We are just about ready to get into the action. Like I said, bind coming up, and honestly, I think as far as the map itself, talking a little bit further about Bind, and kind of how this plays into the players themselves. I'm curious to see what these comps are going to look like. We've been seeing a lot of the, just stuff like Chamber and stuff like, the obviously the KO on Ascent was one thing, but a lot of Vice, a lot of those agents, right? So I wonder what they're going to choose to do, whether they're going to kind of explore, go for the no senti route. I'm just curious about that.
Yeah, and I mean, normally we do see sometimes with that no senti, but overall, I think we're actually about to get right into this match. 5 seconds until the final game of the series, guys, and I am so, so excited. I don't sound it, but I promise you, I'm excited.
No,
I'm
I'm
just
excited too, 100%. Like it's been it has been a long day. But I absolutely cannot wait to get into the action just personally. And here we go, agent select in the cards here. Final map, ladies and gentlemen. All these players locking in their agents. I'm seeing a deadlock hover for Jokers, even with the Vice lock. They're going double senti.
Oh yeah.
Oh my. I'm really curious to see how that's going to go. Crystal going for a more standard comp right here, locking in the Raze, the Viper, and they're really looking for that double smoke, I believe, with the Clove as well. And honestly, I think that's personally the way to go. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I personally feel about Jokers going double senti when they're starting out on attack. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah. And I mean, overall, it's just kind of like interesting. I mean, I like the deadlock on this map as well as that Vice, so it's kind of interesting to see. But Crystal's comp is normally something that you would kind of see besides the Clove. And sometimes the Fade, you don't really see that as often, but I do like it a lot. I really like the comp from Crystal, but Jokers, I think if they want to hold this site down, that is their main goal here.
Yeah. That much I agree with. I think realistically, these players on Crystal are going to want to hold these sites down as much as possible. I think personally, this is more so speculation and an opinion than anything else. I think that personally, A is the site you want to have weaker, and B is the site you want to have a little bit stronger. You just have a player play fast rotate. Generally, it probably should be, I'd say like maybe your initiator, just because like you want to be able to get that info. And then on the weak side, you want to kind of just push up. But look at this play. There's literally 4 players over in A short right now.
Yeah. I mean, this is the early aggression that we want to see into this last map. They probably all want to get it over with. The Sky Flash takes out, spray through. Zangy can't really do much, getting shot in the back.
Playing so fast right now. Player just kind of peeking out right there.
Spike
It does not
down
work in their
A.
favor.
Bring them down.
And there we go. Peeking out. Just looking to get something here. And Fendom finding one. So now it's a 4v2 situation. Even Yogi have to do something
Last
here. And
player
they actually
standing.
get one, but the trade is pretty much instant. Now Ave in a 1v3 has to do the most here. And will not get it done, so Xeno claims it.
Yeah, not much more you can do, but really the aggression here is something that I want to point out. I mean, we said they want to get in and get it over with, and Crystal put that down for that beginning round there.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Crystal doing a good job on that first defense round. And personally, I really do think Bind is another defense-sided map. Just honestly based on the way, they like you, if you approach it right, it's a defense-sided map. But at this point, I think these teams are both at the level of play where I would expect them to approach defense correctly from a fundamental level. So yeah, I mean, like, let's just ultimately see what Mask Jokers can do here to get themselves in a decent position.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just really unfortunate that they just kind of get lost in these pistols. And I mean, we've seen them go back and forth, but overall, it's just really, really gonna be who wants it more. And Xeno kind of looking up forward to see what they can do, but not much more. And I mean, just the patience here needs to be strong. I mean, didn't force up, but that's okay. I mean, you don't need to force up in that scenario.
That much I agree with. I mean, I really do think that ultimately these teams are in a situation where they've got to like kind of get themselves like Oh, wait, hold on. Oh my god. Okay, I was gonna say, I thought they were gonna exec on the B with 2 players. There's absolutely no way.
Yeah.
It looks like, one thing we do want to point out as well is that the teams are backwards. So every time I say mask,
30 seconds left.
I do mean the defense.
Spike planted.
But yeah, overall, sending out that util trying to stall that deadlock wall is very, very aggressive. And Xeno finding one as well. Finding 2, actually. Sending out that flash, looking for a little bit more with that ghost in hand. Doesn't matter that he did it
Enemy
more.
remaining.
Finds 3 on the round, but Yogi with the judge can only do so much. Now picks up a guardian. Hopefully it's like a sniper, and it is. Finds 1. Looks for a little bit more.
A little bit scary here. And there we go.
No more distractions.
Well, Palui grabs that kill, and that is going to be round 2 in the cards now for Masked Jokers.
And I mean, overall, Jokers definitely something to not play with. I mean, last round they came in with that 13-5, and definitely we see it in this match as well.
100%. I really ultimately think that these players need to kind of just make sure their rotate timings are good. They have been thus far, but I think as we start to get into these rounds where we're going to start using like more guns and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I actually think we are going to hit a check pause real quick just to make sure we're good here after this round. So we're actually going to let them play it out, but we will allow them to play it out just because we will do round rollback. But so yeah, I mean, like ultimately, I think that as far as the rotate timings, we should definitely make sure there are enough players on the site that that whatever team is going to hit. Right. So in this case, B right now, Mask is there's a lot of players. Most of the players are towards that area of the map, also where the spike is. They might choose to TP, but you know, like I really do think that this fast rotate play is good. You can actually see that because Polui is just kind of going back and forth, right? Kind of playing a little bit further back on the site, ready to move at any given moment. That's exactly what needs to be happening here.
Yeah, and I mean, overall, it's just kind of the patience here needs
30
to be strong
seconds
in
left.
order from them down here, trying to find one, send out that eye from Cold.
My territory, my group, I
And I
have
mean,
them
overall, ooh, the deadlock ult as well is going to find one. Xeno, oh no!
Spike planted.
Now it's just a game of patience, but has to swing through the smoke. Reset now, looking for a little bit more. Gonna swing out, whips a little, can't find it. Looking for a tad bit more. They need to do some more damage here. Gonna swing, but swings into a double cross, and that is not what you want to do. Yogi blinded. Super shy swinging, will find one. Can't find the other Cold. Will trade it out, and now Roso taking the first round of the match.
Oh, there we go. So there you go. So that's their first round, and we are going to go ahead and get a little tech pause here. Put ourselves in a situation where we can fix things up. We are going to go ahead and force that draw real quick. So let's go ahead and go back to the other scene to make sure we can get things going. Matter of fact, we're going to take a quick intermission to get ourselves back into the actual game, and then we'll just go right into the action. So we'll see you in a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Give us a few minutes. Should be around like 2, 3, and we'll be right back.
Spike down A.
Get out of
One
here.
enemy remaining.
Grenade. Spike's there.
Thirty seconds left.
Like right now? All right, everybody, welcome back. We're so sorry for the tech issues. I wish we could explain them to you, but we can't at the moment, so we're just going to go right back into this game. And I am so sorry that you missed it. But Mask is up for these
10
rounds. They
seconds
have done
left.
so great throughout this whole game. And honestly, the pressure has been insane on to Roso Crystal, and not much more they can do. But overall, Mask about to win another round, now leaving it at 7-2 on to Bind here today. And I mean, this game started, we tried to get it working, and overall, that is unfortunate of what seven two so far.
Face your fear!
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
Get him.
Stream Serpent finds the other with the old Yogi finding one as well as drooling. And the
One
primaries
enemy
are now
remaining.
back. The spray through by Stream Sniper. Now it's all up to Cold. Spraying through the smoke, but he's not there. And Stream Sniper will finish it out right there. And now it leaves a Mask at 8-2.
Grenade!
Nobi, I can see it. Like, it's on stream. You're good. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, but going into this next round, it's now 8-2. Sorry, we were trying to figure out some stuff in the background. I'm so sorry. My ADHD meds weren't kicked in today. I can't have 15 different conversations. But anyway, no, it's okay. No, but anyway, we do... You guys do see us on stream. Kind of. But it's back to, like... What? It's back to 2-1. What? Well, on mine it is. On stream. Yeah. But anyway. We're just just gonna finish casting this out, and we are so sorry. But again, it's 8-2 now, and it looks like, oh my gosh, it looks like the attack is trying to go towards an A push here, but there is 3 defenders on that site, and that is not something that you want to run right into, especially that deadlock with that grab net. That can be dangerous. Nobi and Ave is going to find one as well as Femdom finding close. Stream Sniper. Ooh! What a snipe! He's gonna find one. Zengi finding the other now. Stream Sniper waiting again. 33 HP, gonna blast back over. Ooh, and what a shot onto Yogi. Looks for a little bit more. Zengi finding one. I don't know if he knows he's in the smoke, and he doesn't. Femdom will find Zengi. And now, it's now 9-2.
Last round in the half.
Yeah.
Back like I never left.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
And I mean, now it's all up to Super Shy. I mean, we've seen him do crazy things like this before. I'm not biased, but I kind of am. And the little spray right in there. Super Shy finding Cold, looking for a little bit more, sending out that snake bite, but hit by the grab net. And Drooling will hit him with that bullet. And now it is now 9-3.
Insane work. I mean, like, look, I really do think that ultimately these players have been incredible. I mean, look, I will say that's really good on Roso to stabilize just a little bit, get the 9-3. A 10-2 is a lot worse in my opinion.
Right here.
I think that's kind of the territory where the team's already at double digits. It's only 3 more to win. It gets really rough at that point. Not to say that 9-3 isn't rough, but I mean, I think it's a little bit more salvageable now for Roso. So definitely doable, but with this being the last map of the entire tournament, this is literally it. This is for all the marbles. Of course, Roso wants to put themselves in a situation where, they can at least kind of have something to work with, and so of course they're gonna hope that now all of a sudden on this defense half they can stop takers in their tracks.
Oh, these kills. I was about to say, overall, look at this fight into Showers. Oh my gosh, and Joker's coming out on top, but Super Shy hitting a jump shot out to Zengi. Oh my goodness. Definitely proving that they need to be here. And they are going to do that. Cold sending out that Prowler, trying to spot him out, but I don't know if they know that they're heaven now. Cold walking out, sending that blast pack.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Spam comes out here. It's rough, dude. It's so rough. There's 2 players just chilling here. Haunt comes out. It's gonna try to look to scan something, but it does not matter at all. Not in the slightest. Super Shy cleans it up. 3K on the round. That's gonna bring the score to 10-3, Dulu. Now they're at double digits. There we go.
Listening. No charges.
Oh. Alrighty,
yeah, it's fine.
everyone.
Just disable Spectre.
Sound sensor up.
But getting back into the... Ooh, that's an interesting flash. I have not seen that one, Nobi. Have you seen that one?
I've never seen that one before, and I just like the Vice setup overall on A. I'm actually a big fan of it because placing it slanted like that ensures that you kind of have to push up a little bit far in order for it to trip. And if you're truly doing that, the players there are really easy to spam. But actually, I think that... Wait, is there a hole in it?
No.
No? Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, it looked like
No,
he-
it just
just
pushes.
went back.
Okay, so with it slanted, it pushes them kind of in that corner by TP right there.
Yeah.
So I think that was like
Oh,
the
so they
illusion
hadn't
of like
crossed.
yeah.
Got it.
But yeah, it's just this is just going to be rough. I mean, what more can they do? Have to attack, but there's 3 defenders on the site.
And this is a situation where they're just kind of paused here completely. And the thing is that here's the problem with this. There's someone literally creeping up and getting so much information right now over towards B short. So they know it's an A hit. They can just literally stay here. It doesn't even matter. These players are just chilling
Spike
here. This is
down
exactly
A.
where the stack is, and that's the problem. Jangy grabs
30
that
seconds
one
left.
kill, and now all of a sudden the advantage is
player
on the
standing.
side of Roso. This is a great start for them, and Ave gets the last kill. And that'll do it for the round.
Out of charges.
Sorry. I got hit by my cough. Sorry, guys.
Also had to post the shork.
Now we
The
win.
short.
The shork. Nah, but I mean, ultimately that was a really good round for Roso to win. I think having a 10-4 now, it kind of sets up a potential for a precedent here, some sort of momentum, right? And all of a sudden, like 6 rounds can go by in a flash, Zilu, for real.
Yeah. And I mean, here, the showers push has been really strong, but Yogi has been right on the response of it every time.
Oh my. Yeah,
Zangy
Zangy
will
with a
find
great kill.
one. But it's 10-4. This is still possible for either or. Super Shy shooting through, seeing what they can do. But again, that sheriff is deadly. I'm scared of the sheriffs on the side of Mask.
Yeah, I really do think that these players have honestly, they're doing quite well, but the problem that I'm seeing right now on the side of Jokers is just that they seem to be a little bit too passive, right? They're playing like too slow in these sites where without really getting much info or map control on the other side. And I think that's a big issue. You know, obviously they aren't an eco, so consider that. But I think it's 100% still worth it to at least take some sort of map control, or else you're literally screwed, right? Because there's 3 players on this site already, including the Sentinel.
And I mean,
30
you can throw out
seconds
these
left.
paint shells and try to stall, but again, 30 seconds left. And your goal is this site to cross Rindom will find one. Stream Surfer finding another. Super Shy also finding another. What?
Oh my. What in the world is going on? Just as fast as we saw a thrifty round from Roso, we could be seeing it right in front of our eyes from Jokers. This is incredible. The spike comes down. Femdom has basically no health to work with right now. They've got to play it smart. They've got to play it cool, calm, and collected. One peek
Last
is
player
there, and a
standing.
great shot from Femdom, hiding in triple. Has basically no health. There's a Guardian in play.
Sleep.
1 kill. Now it's a 1v2. Time ticking away.
Thrifty.
And that's a great round of Thrifty. A counter Thrifty. 2 back to back. As Joker strike. And now all of a sudden 11-4. It's looking real dire for Roso.
Yeah. Overall, it's just gonna be unfortunate. But they did win a round before, but it's 11-4 now, and just a little bit stressful here for the side of Roso. But I mean, we did have a big pause, so their head's probably out of the game. And I mean, mine is too. I have a football game to watch. All right.
Yeah, for real, right?
But
Got some
overall,
2x KO to play. Either way, again, a little bit of a
overall-
slow, like a little bit slow again, right? Like they're getting info as to where these players are. They found one player, but they should know as well that the Vice is here. And this is honestly the same exact setup that we've been seeing from Roso, where you can see the Deadlock just kind of pushing up over into B short, getting info, and it's pretty much free right now. Jokers are kind of just doing the same thing that they've been doing across the entire half.
and I mean, it's just the patience, though, Nobi. You have to put that into account. And the Jokers here. And the fact that they're
Oh my.
thrifty, Zangy will find one. Super Shy is now down.
Wait, Molly kill, and Ave is here too. We
One
might
enemy
see
remaining.
another one. There's no
down
way.
A.
I mean, yes, they're sort of able to buy here, but like this has been back and forth and back and forth. A flawless round. That's exactly what the doctor ordered, Yulu.
Yeah. And I mean, Crystal definitely needed that to keep their head in the game. And overall, just the pure domination here from Jokers is not one to laugh at either. I mean, they've done very, very well, but also they want to be able to stop this as soon as possible. Crystal working to fight at as much as they can.
Yeah. I mean, look, I really do think that they gotta do their best to change things up and adapt to what Jokers might be doing pretty much on the fly, because they really don't have that much room for error at all. It's 11-5. There's only 2 rounds that Jokers need in order to close everything out.
Fire in the hole!
There we go. That's an instant kill with the showstopper from Stream Sniper. Great pick.
Yeah, and I mean, puts Jokers up at a man advantage. Now, you kind of have to think Yogi is trapped, but now revealed. And oh no.
Spike planted.
But the flood from CT.
Oh yeah. That spike comes down. Yogi's in a great position over here in Shower. Has to wait for the entire team to just come over into CT and Heaven and just converge on these players as best they can on Jokers. Right. That time is a really big consideration right now. 8 shells go out. Nightfall as well. And all the folks on the side of Roso crumble, and it is now match point, tournament point.
Match point
for Jokers.
Yeah. And I mean, what a round to win there. I mean, Bluey had a classic. Oh my goodness, but Femdom with those amazing 2 kills. And now putting it, as you said, tournament point, 12-5. And definitely Jokers want to end it here as soon as possible.
I mean, 100%. They want to close it out right here. And of course they are in a great position to do so. Of course, Roso at the moment has to be feeling like, hey, like, you know, it's going to take a lot to kind of come back from this, right? It's really rough, and it's going to take a lot of mental fortitude to actually be able to not only string a bunch of rounds together, but to force overtime in the last round. Literally, like, your last chance in a series. That's a championship, but what a swing from Ave. Incredible.
This scratch on the hold, too. Trying to break through this wall, though. Leaving Hookah at a good advantage here, but Super Shy waiting for drooling. Let's see if he'll swing it, but Xena waiting as well. The patience needs to be strong here.
Oh, yeah. The grab net is actually lands. Ave finds that kill onto Femdom, and that's huge. That haunt also comes out. I mean, this has been so back and forth. It's literally been like one team after another over and over again. That's what it seems like, at least.
Yeah, but I mean, Super Shy is so... I think he knows, and he does.
Know.
flawless.
The immediate awareness.
Round? Ah, wow.
Another
I mean,
flawless.
right? Like, it's been a little crazy. I mean, why do you think it's been so back and forth? I really think ultimately the big thing is seeing a lot of the same things, a lot of patterns. It's pattern recognition from both teams. They'll say, hey, all right, well, this team is placing these players, you know, like 3 on A, the Vice is here, whatever, right? And then it ends up being a situation where they kind of are reading each other like over and over. Like each one gets one step ahead and the other one catches up and gets one step ahead of another. So I feel like that's actually a really interesting dynamic, and you're going to see an A hit here, fast A hit. You're going to get right onto the site. Ice wall is out, and that's actually going to isolate the planter potentially. It absolutely does. Jengi finds that kill. And yes, they're not dead yet, but that Steel Garden comes out. And they've got no weaponry to work with right now at all. Femdom has to get something.
Yeah, but also they can maybe just back up, try to stall.
Spike planted.
And the site.
Oh my, what a shot from Yogi. Zeno looking for more, and Jengi going absolutely nuclear. One found, looking for more. These players are just creeping up little by little, and there's absolutely nothing that Stream Sniper can do against that. That is going to be another round in the bag. All of a sudden, Crystal find themselves at 7 rounds.
Wait, this
5 left.
Good.
Right? Like, I love that champion song, right?
Hey.
Hey. But yeah, I mean, 5 rounds left to equalize and force overtime. It's actually going to force a timeout out of Jokers.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's the best thing that you can call at this point in time. I mean, you can't let this run away from you. And it's just unfortunate. I mean, they did get 2 rounds so far, but again, match point is closer than the 5 rounds that they have to win. So kind of have to think about that in a sense of just, let's try to slow it down. Maybe let's pull a default. Maybe let's try to change it up.
That much I agree with. I really think that ultimately, I think these players need to just specifically on Jokers, they need to just consider what's going on here in terms of, number one, obviously look at their eco, right? Like they can buy, it's going to be a light buy. But the other thing to consider is the fact that these players on Roso have 3 ults available. We see the Orbital Strike, we see the Arma, the Annihilation, and we see the Nightfall available. And those are 3 pretty high value ults, especially with that Orbital Strike on Bind. It can come up with some excellent value. So they really have to try their best to play around that, try to bait out some of these ults. And if they can manage to do that, I think that's the shot they have.
Yeah. And I mean, you kind of have to try and figure out what you can do. I mean, I think the best thing, it's the good thing about Roso, they're on the defense here. It is completely possible to continue to hold and continue to work through it. So I think overall, it's just really going to be the problem of how can we do this? How can we
Find you.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. I mean, this is one of those rounds that honestly you would expect Roso to win it, right?
Yeah. But I mean, when we expect things, they don't always happen the way we want
Exactly.
to.
It's Valorant. It is Valorant. You never know what could happen, and that's honestly part of the beauty of the game, right? You got to consider that, but ultimately, the cool question is, what are we gonna end up in here? Okay, so look, deadlock wall there. They now are aware that the deadlock has pivoted towards A. So they at this point should also assume that Vice is B. And that's part of the advantage of having those 2 Sentinels, right? I talked about how much like I wasn't a fan of it on attack. And no, shoot, maybe that's part of the reason that they lost so many rounds in a row. You know, somewhat of a part, right? But now all of a sudden that they're on defense, it's a lot easier to hold these sites and maintain them. They've got to be like crazy confident that they can win on defense here.
Yeah. And I mean, that should be the thing. That should be the confidence. Stream Sniper will find one in Yogi. Patrolling, paint shells in hand. Gonna try to plant. The ults are sent
Spike
out
planted.
Everywhere, but the spike is planted. Nightfall as well. Everything's going wrong.
Welcome to my
One
What
enemy
in the
remaining.
world is that? There's only 1 left, and the pig comes out. Even though the spike was planted, there is nothing left for Jokers to do. It's now 12 to 8, 4 rounds in order to stabilize. And at this point, Dilu, they've gotten 5 rounds in this half, and that's 3 in a row for them.
Yeah. And I mean, overall, it's definitely something that we need to kind of pay attention to. I mean, Rosa, we've seen these comebacks multiple times from them. But also, you can tell these players are tired as much as we are. And I think that's why Jokers are probably trying to run it down. But I think if they slow down, maybe push a default, and make Roso a little bit uncomfortable, then they should be able to work it out.
Absolutely. That much I agree with. And they're in a state where they have to, it is still do or die. Do not get me wrong. Like, it is literally a single round that is needed to win. And I think that's really palpable for these Roso players. And they're trying their best to capitalize on it. But huge props to them for not letting it get to them. They're still playing their hearts out. They're not not crumbling to the pressure. You have to respect them so much for that. And we've seen that throughout the whole series, right? Just with it being a best of 5 and it going to the decider. I mean, these teams have lost some really rough maps, right? And for both sides to be able to kind of bounce back and do what they've been able to do is so impressive. Big thing here is really the ults that we have online, the showstopper as well, being on for the Rays here. That's honestly a huge part. That could be round changing potentially, especially on retakes.
Yeah. And I mean, here, the patience here from Ave is really good as well. They're going to take this back to A.
Oh, yeah.
But they're
30
running out of
seconds
time.
left.
Yeah, of course. Like time is starting to tick low, so I'm not sure what exactly is going on here. We might honestly be in a situation where they have to. Yeah, they're definitely going to pivot towards B, but I don't think they're aware of the fact that Ave is just sitting there in hookah. They've got the net, and it comes out, doesn't get a kill, but there's the time. It's so low.
10
Are they
seconds
going to have
left.
enough?
They should have enough time.
Still waiting.
Definitely.
The planter is
question
now on
whether the
site.
showstopper gets any value.
Spike planted.
Oh my
Last
god.
player
No, there's
standing.
no way. This is somehow turned into a situation where Jokers
Attackers win.
They went from a disadvantage to an advantage so quickly, and they get it done. They are the champions of the Roso Invitational, and they get it done in dominating fashion, may I add.
And Jokers, at the end, I never really know what's happening, but Jokers somehow get it done with a 13-8 and finish it out here.
Yeah. I mean, they finish it out like, and the thing is, they played it so well, especially like in the first half of the game. They went crazy, and they managed to get themselves to enough of a round differential to make sure that they had enough of a lead to close it out there. Even though, of course, Roso, Crystal, who has done, and don't get me wrong, has done incredible in this entire series and across the entire tournament, they just weren't able to push back enough.
Yeah. And I mean, overall, that is literally all you can do in that situation, too. You try your best, you do the most you can do, but overall, MVSK Mask Jokers are now the winners of the Roso Invitational 2025. So that was definitely something to watch. And we appreciate all of you guys for stopping in. We appreciate everyone behind the scenes. And we really appreciate everyone that has helped us today.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. We really appreciate it. From like literally, there were so many people, or that we switched between that came in to help just on a whim. We really appreciate everyone for stepping in terms of the production team. So thank you guys. But aside from that, thank you to the players who have stuck with us this whole time in the tournament. Even yesterday, it was a blast to watch and cast. So thank you all so much for playing your hearts out. And even in this series, it was 100% a joy to see both teams play so many maps and just go back and forth for so long in Valorant. I've said this so many times across the tournament. These two teams are so closely matched. It could have gone either way, and it almost did, right? It went to that final map.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, 100%. But ultimately, Mask Jokers come out on top, 13-8 to close it out. Like we said, they are the champions of the Roso Invitational. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate